nobody should be blaming Lamar for that. Nobody. Even last year, to be honest, if you want to be sorely honest, even last year that wasn't Lamar's fault. That was Mark Andrews' fault when he kept dropping easy passes and he fumbled the ball when they were about to score.
I remember that one. I remember that play.
He really just, bro. He just on Lamar Jackson's side is more bad luck, bro. Because I'm like, his teammates is letting him down when he really need them to excel.
Well, I thought everybody stepped up on the Ravens offense, and like you say, there was some question marks on that defense with that defensive back slipping down, and things like that happen. But when you slip down on a play like that and you leave Pittsburgh's receiver wide open for a touchdown, that was Aaron Rodgers was like at a park, a playground. He just couldn't believe it. I mean, the receiver was wide open. Yeah. And the Ravens defense has got some work to do, and they got the offseason to prepare for it. The thing that I had with the kicker is, man, they pay you to kick. They pay you to kick.
What you gotta do?
They pay you to kick. You don't have to go out there and make no tackles. You don't have to go out there and get your head knocked in. You don't have to go out there and do very much of anything, even with practice. From my experience with practice, the kicker don't practice with the team. The kicker is on the other end by himself, down there with a kicking coach. And they pay you to kick a field goal through the two uprights. And in a game, listen, a game like last night, you got to make that kick. You got to make that kick. I'm not going to blame the young man because he's a rookie. And if they'd have kept Justin Tucker, I believe that's the ex-kicker's name, right? If they'd have kept Tucker, that would have been a chip shot for Tucker. But they didn't. That would have been a chip shot. The Ravens would have been they would have been celebrating it last night. But on behalf of Mike Tomlin, I'm happy for Mike Tomlin. I'm happy for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm happy for Aaron Rodgers that they were able to pull this game out. However, on the flip side of that, and this is what me and Isaiah butted heads about last night, they pay you to kick. They pay you to kick. Now, Todd Monken, to me, they started trying to protect what they had. Instead of, if it was me, I would have probably went for a whole nother play with that amount of time that they had left to even get it a little bit closer. They had 3 timeouts, and then they got protectionist with it. Oh, we're playing not to lose. We're not going to fumble it, or we're not going to throw a pick. We're just going to try to position it right in the middle of the field for our kicker. I'm the type of person look, you call another play and give it to Derrick Henry if you have to. That's what I would have done. I'd have made sure Henry got it.
You see, listen what you guys don't forget. They wasn't really counting on Derrick Henry because he been dropping balls, bro. He fumbled 2 or 3 times in the last 3 or 4 games. So they wasn't willing to put the ball in his hands, man. You know how many times they hit Derrick in the backfield for minus yards? They was game tackling him like crazy last night.